Is this the reverb pedal that's going to end my search? Welcome to the Radioshop workshop, guys. I'm Paul Best, and I'm going to explore the sounds from the Keeley Trem. And I'm going to be using this lovely Strat behind me, which is loaded with a set of our ID63 GTs in 9.5-inch Stagger. Main talking bit at the end of the video, guys, so enjoy the sounds. I must say, I'm really impressed with this pedal. I've been on a bit of a journey with reverb pedals. I've had a few different things, and basically the reason I need a reverb pedal, and I am going to treat this review mainly as reverb, but I've been really pleasantly surprised with the tremolo sounds as well. The reason is because I've got this lovely Vyse amps, hand-built amp from Vyse Amps of London. It's a beautiful champ style sound, Fender champ style. It sounds great, but it hasn't got reverb. And I love reverb, makes me sound better. So, is this the pedal to end the search? Now, on my journey so far, I've had a Boss pedal, I've had the Hall of Fame. I actually got on really well with that pedal. Lots of choices and things like that. Choices is a bad thing for me, really, in a way, because the more choices I've got, the more settings and things I can actually choose between, the sort of less I think I'm enjoying playing, really. So, this is what appealed to me with this pedal. It has less choices, basically. The next pedal after that, I don't know why, but I sold that pedal and I got a Hall of Fame Mini, which was a great sounding pedal, but it was like a red rag to a bull for me, you know, in terms of indecision. You just take the pedal and you load it up with presets from your phone via Tone Patch, which is a great idea, but it meant that every time I was playing the guitar, I was actually just spending, you know, the first half an hour fiddling with settings and not enjoying playing. So eventually I thought, this pedal's got to go. So I've been playing clean for a very long time, but wanting that reverb sound. And I found this secondhand for a bit of a steal. I just thought, reverb with Trem. Well, that's everything you need, isn't it? Because, you know, I've recently had a twin reverb, and what a great amp. I had to get rid of it because the neighbours did not like it at all, and I just couldn't play it. But that amp, you know, it's the classic sound, isn't it? You've got reverb, which sounds fantastic, and you've got tremolo. So this appealed to me a lot. And there's obviously some other fancy settings and things like that as well. Now, I'll start by mainly saying I love the sounds of the reverb. So in terms of what I wanted the pedal to do, it is doing it fantastically. I think it's the best reverb pedal that I've ever heard. Just sounds absolutely fantastic. The spring reverb and the plate. Now, you heard the examples and you can see that I stayed on the plate, which, you know, suggests to you that I liked the plate. I do prefer the plate, but I think I'll go and explore the spring later on in time. Now, looking at the actual tremolo settings, the first one is just reverb and trem, and it sounds fantastic. It's just, to me, that's the sound of like a Fender amp, you know, it's great. Really usable for me. I find myself using it a lot. The next setting, which is based on a vibrato, a pitch vibrato in a Magna amp, I really like. I like to turn that down a little bit to make it a bit more usable. So I'll have it on the rate at about 12 and then the depth a little bit lower. And I think that's just a really lovely sound for sort of sustained, you know, bluesy playing and things like that. I haven't explored the last setting as much, the one that's labelled heart there, which is a harmonically amplified tremolo, I believe. But it sounds great, and I think I could use that as I go on through time. But the main ones, yeah, the reverb and trem, and the magnet amp style one, yeah, really very usable tones, which I think you'll agree with. The only thing I would say about this pedal is you have to take the back off to access the dip switches to choose between spring and plate, which initially I thought, that's a pain, you know, why not just have another switch on the front, or why not just make that easier to do? But to be honest, it suits me and my personality. I'm always fiddling with stuff, and because it's hard to change, I think you actually sort of leave it there, because I've had it on plate for a while, and if I had the ability to change it to spring easily, I wouldn't spend as much time enjoying it. I don't think I'd be fiddling around. So I think actually it's really good, and it's nice to have that feature. And probably Keeley would say, well, that's just like a bonus feature, really. As somebody who makes guitar gear, I would understand that, you know, if we're going to put more complexity into the pedal and get another switch here, then the price has got to go up. And there is another version of this pedal with a lot more switching options. So I think Keeley would probably say it's a bit of a bonus, and I think essentially it's a good thing. But yeah, great pedal. The two things I wanted it to do really was, you know, the two reverbs that it offered, and it does that fantastically. So yeah, I think the search is over. Treating it as a reverb pedal, it's fantastic. And it's also got the tremolo sounds, which are almost like a massive bonus. So yeah, great. I love the pedal. Thanks for watching the video, guys. I'm going to try and get more sort of pedal videos up soon, but there's going to be lots more content. We'd love it if you'd hit subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and also we'd love it if you check out our pickups. We make Strat, Telly, humbuckers, you name it. There's just two of us here in South Wales making the pickups with as much love as we can. So we'd love it if you check out our website below, guys, and have a look at our pickup range. And if you like the look of what we do, then we'd love to get making for you. There's lots more on our channel, including pickup height setting videos, and also how-tos for soldering and stuff that you might find useful for setting up your guitars. So thanks for watching. Catch you soon.